So in this video, I want to give an overview of what I call information biochemistry. And I think have all been introduced to this central dogma flow of information where we store information in the form of DNA. It gets transcribed to make RNA, and that RNA is then translated to make proteins which execute functions of the cell. But this is a gross oversimplification, and so the way I think about information is that these entities are much more interrelated than would first appear. So for DNA, if we're going to be successful at creating new organisms, we need a way to replicate that DNA. So this is my arrow for DNA replication. And for the enzyme that does this DNA replication, that's a protein. So we definitely need to figure out a way to make proteins in order to accomplish this. So, and those proteins are made at the ribosome using RNA, but also constructed from RNA. So these arrows indicate we're going to make different types of RNA, at least 3 different kinds of RNA. And the RNA that's we associate with like the messenger, that needs to be processed, and the processing of those RNAs, that's also executed by RNA enzymes, the spliceosome. So there's a lot of RNA, different types of RNA. Small nuclear RNAs execute intron removal to make messenger RNAs. We need to make tRNAs, and we need to make ribosomal RNAs. And then now these messenger RNAs can provide the information for production of proteins at the ribosome. So I'll make protein here. And there are of course many different proteins, and one of those is the DNA polymerase, and some of the proteins become part of the ribosome, providing support for the structure of those ribosomal RNAs. Some of the proteins find their way into these small nuclear RNA particles to process precursor RNA molecules to make the messenger RNAs. Very, very highly interrelated, and it's important for us to understand all of these different steps if we're going to have an understanding of, for instance, evolution, or how certain diseases or disease states arise through misinformation that can be introduced at any one of these arrows.